everyone, I'm Zeshan.
And I'm Mark.
And today we're going to be getting an update on the commercial real estate market, but we're going to go about it in a bit of a different way. We're going to be asking questions to Mark to give his opinion on what's transpired, and we're also going to be comparing those answers to the smartest person in the room, ChatGPT. And we'll see what these two come up with. So the first question we're going to ask Mark, we'll start with you.
Okay.
The question is, what has happened in the industrial real estate market over the last 3 months in Edmonton?
We're seeing demand for industrial space is still high. We're not seeing a lot of new product coming to market. Rates are starting to increase on the rental front, and I think that's just carrying into this year as well. So I don't know how well ChatGPT is going to do, and just so you all know, we know there's various versions. There's a Bing version. We're using the actual ChatGPT. So we're gonna see what it says, and we'll go from there.
Okay, so let's take a look. ChatGPT, what's happened over the last 3 months? Survey says they don't have any knowledge since September 2021. I think
that's a score one for me.
I think Mark wins that round. What are the trends that we are seeing in the industrial real estate market in Edmonton?
So some of the answers, we wrote down what ChatGPT said here. A couple of things it touched on was e-commerce, sustainability, technology, manufacturing, and flexibility. And I think it touches on stuff that we're seeing, especially in Atchison. There's an over 200,000 square foot facility for Home Depot being built. There's the Brick, that 500,000 square foot facility. But ChatGPT, I think, is missing a couple of things here. One of them would be the agricultural sector. So English Bay just announced that they're spending $30 million to build a 120,000 square foot facility in Stony Plain. It's going to double their current size, which is around 43,000 square feet. And I think that's we're going to see more of that coming along, especially now that the government of Alberta announced a 12% non-refundable tax credit for investments over 10 million. So I think that's one thing to keep an eye on, is more of that value-added agriculture going forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
ChatGPT loses again. Okay, so Mark, I'm going to ask you a question first, then I'll ask ChatGPT the question. What do you think will happen in the next 6 months for the industrial real estate market?
That's a good question. What I think is going to happen is, with interest rates where they're at, we had an announcement last week, and they held firm at 4.5% was the overnight rate. Because of that, though, a lot of people are still looking to lease property. So there's still going to be a high demand to lease space, especially the high quality ones. And because of that, we're going to start to see rents continue to increase, I think. And that ties into how low the vacancy rate is now. There's just not enough product out there.
And the cost to build is still high.
And the cost to build is still high. So, existing space is a hot commodity right now. And because of that, landlords are starting to increase their rents due to all that demand. And speaking on interest rates again, I think there are some buyers starting to return to the market if it's a well-located asset that works for a variety of different uses. You'll see people that are willing to pay and lock that in long-term for whatever their business.
They've gotten used to the cost of borrowing, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we're almost at a stage where, I don't have a crystal ball or anything, but things seem to have kind of leveled out a little bit. And I think that gives some businesses that are looking to expand or grow the certainty they need to make those kinds of investments. So
oil prices are steady, so more buyers in that market. Okay, good answer. I liked it. What does ChatGPT say? I will read the answer out. What does it predict in the next coming months? Well, first, a disclaimer. It's an AI language model, cannot predict future events, unlike Mark. But generally speaking, I think there's mention of COVID-19. I thought that was in the rearview mirror, not in the forward looking. Some general trends.
So it's not giving a good answer.
I don't even know what it's saying.